Hey guys, I'm back out at Exton Park, and you know, I'm just doing a little reflecting on where I've been and all the things that I've experienced. And I used to fly from this park by myself 2 years ago, and I was just the only guy out here. And now we have tents set up, we have guys practicing, and actually there aren't a lot of guys out here yet today. I think I'm going to hook up my ChaseCam and fly through some of this tall corn. You can see some of this tall corn in the background, and that might be the plan for today. Well, I think my first flight, I'm going to put the camera on the helmet, just go up, check the wind, see how things are up there. There's already one guy in the air, and it looks pretty smooth. It is pretty gusty. I'm saying over 6 miles an hour, but it's close to that, so we'll see how this shakes out. Alright, so the winds have shifted a bit. We're going to see if we can't make a reverse out of this. So there is still a little bit of wind for the afternoon, so I'm going to save any flying close to the ground, in the corn, that kind of thing, until the wind dies down a little bit. That was a super easy reverse. So the corn path that I want to fly through and between is right in front of me. So it's got a bunch of curves to it, which makes it a little bit challenging to stay inside the corn. So like I was saying when I pulled up, I was just reflecting on where I've come in this sport, where I came from, who I'm involved with, and what I'm currently doing, and it's just awesome. Like I said, I used to fly this field alone for a couple years before people started to join in and fly close by. There goes Jeff just taking off. We'll get some good video of his GTS wing. He loves it, as he should. That is the 19 square meter GTS. Not sure if he knows I'm behind him or not. He'll know as soon as he looks at the ground and sees my shadow. So as I was saying when I got interrupted by his takeoff, I mean, look at this. We got 3 different tents, probably about 8 different guys here. Some of them pilots, some of them training, and it's just pretty awesome. You fall right behind. He's got speed bar. There's no way I'm keeping up with any of that. So I think I've mentioned this in other videos. That guy Jeff has probably 20 plus years of flying experience. I would say more than that, but at least in power paragliding, 20 years. He has been doing hang gliding and stuff like that since the 70s. And he's just a good pilot. He knows what he's doing, and it's pretty cool to fly around with him. All right, my app Fly Sky High says we're up at about 3,600 feet, and the ceiling here is 4,000. So my plan right now is to just shut the motor off. Motor is off, and we're gonna do a sort of spot landing from 4,000 feet. Technically 3,600. So when we were on the ground, I was talking with a couple of the guys that are training. And this one guy is doing he's up to power taxis today, which he's so excited about. It's so awesome. He was just asking, what's it like, to be up in the air when it's all quiet? And I said, well, generally speaking, the motor's on, so it's not really that quiet until you turn off your motor. And, I don't generally shut off my motor until, I'm really close to the ground, or I've, got my landing in sight. And I said, but there are times when you gain some good altitude and you just want to shut your motor off. And so it inspired me today, thanks Steve, it inspired me today to shut the motor off, have a little conversation. So the field that I'm going to be landing at is right down here. There's a couple other pilots in the air, so you got to keep a lookout for those guys. There are 2 right there, and there are 2 more over here. So 2 there, 2 over here. So I can't say enough about all the pilots that fly in this area. They just are good pilots, know what they're doing, respect one another, respect other people outside of the sport. So if we keep good relations with the people that use this park, it can only benefit us in the long run. Back down to 2,000 feet. So I've lost half my altitude. I'm sinking at a rate of about 400 feet a minute, maybe a little more, maybe about 450 feet a minute. Probably back down to about 800 feet. And I'm going to swing long over this asphalt parking lot. Definitely not ideal for setting up for a landing. I kind of have to do it in order to get to where I need to go. Right about 500 feet now. I'm looking at a radio antenna off in the distance, and it's a 500-foot tower, and I'm totally level with that. So things that are going through my mind, I'm thinking about which way the wind is blowing, how long or how fast it's blowing. One thing I don't want to get caught is short. I don't want to have to land in any trees. I have a big field to work with. I'm going to do a couple S-turns so I don't go too long and I make it look good for the audience. I just kind of set up right over here in the corner, out of my seat. And that is exactly where I took off from, so I would consider that a pretty good spot landing. So for the next flight, let's hope for ChaseCam footage. All right, so I'm getting ready to hook up my ChaseCam and thought I would give you a perspective on, what my ChaseCam looks like. I actually have another video on how I made the ChaseCam, but I don't know how good that was. That was early in my editing days. It's a very simple 2-liter bottle of soda that I've cut. So it flies like this, upside down. The camera hangs from right here, upside down. There's a tail in the back to help keep it stable. Holes are cut out of the front and the back is cut out. And this hangs from the back side of my wing. So I'll lay the bottle down right here, and this is just a little simple clasp that I use to connect it to the lines going up. What I do is I usually come in about 4 or 5 cells and make sure I go underneath all the lines. And I just choose one. It's not the same every time. So when I launch, the wing will come up, then the camera will come up, and it's a little bit dizzying watching the footage from the camera coming up off the grass, but it gives some pretty good results in the air. So let's give that a shot next. All right, so I'm all set up with the wing, got the ChaseCam set up, put some more fuel in the motor. All right, let's give this a go. Crosswind. There we go, he's got it steady.
guy in the air right there, I said earlier, was his second flight. That's actually a different student taking his first flight of the day. So I just witnessed 2 first flights, and that's pretty cool. So let's check out his landing. This looks like it's going to be a nice landing. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome, actually. You know, the guy landed, and there's all kinds of strangers here, but you know, there's people here that know him for sure, but there's a lot of applause on that one, and it's well deserved. That's so awesome. Let's go congratulate him. All right, so I didn't get that congratulations conversation on tape or on video. That was just going to be awkward. There's a lot of guys there congratulating him, and that was pretty awesome. But either way, it was a good afternoon. I am so bummed because I messed up my audio settings again for that ChaseCam footage, so all my talking probably won't be heard. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you on another flight. So don't forget to subscribe if you like the content, and maybe hit up my Instagram at PPGFlyr. I'll see you guys on another flight. Peace out.